Why haven't you done it yet? You are literally the only person standing in your way. What is the thing that's stopping you? It's that fear that you're not going to be good enough, right? The thing is, you cannot be scared of people having opinions. They're going to have opinions whether you want them to or not. And some of them are going to be good and some of them are going to be bad. And you could get hyped by a book that other people say is not that good. There's nothing to be afraid of. What we do in this scenario is we just do it badly. In writing in particular, write it badly. It's got to go through editing, and some things hit the presses that maybe should have been edited a little more. This and Twilight and all of the other books that are trashy potato chip reading, or maybe, not the most beautiful prose ever written, they should tell you that you have a chance. What are you afraid of? Some pink-haired lady on the internet saying that your book should have been through a few more revisions? I'm nobody. Whoever is going to have an opinion of your stuff that is not the most glowing, they're nobodies. Nobody matters. Just do the thing that brings you joy. This author in particular has blown up on this book series. The third one just came out last week. They had midnight release parties at Barnes & Noble for these books. Not in that they are not great books, but I think that the level that we need to shoot for is not so mystically high that we can't get there. This proves that we mortals, mere mortals, can get published. We can get a book deal. We just have to tell the right story. We have to pick the right trope. We have to do the work. So do it. If you're stuck, then just write something crappy, knowing that you're going to go back and revise it later. Maybe you end up with a scene that has your reader going, why is this even in here? Why did you waste the words on this the way that I did with some of this book? But maybe not. Maybe you end up with something that is just so beautiful and so wonderful in the end that it turns out perfect. Or maybe the scene that you write badly really is crap and you're like, I don't think the story should go that way. You won't feel bad about scrapping it, right? Perhaps like me, you were one of those gifted kids who everything was so easy, so you did all of your papers the night before because it's hard, and then you don't have the revisions to go through. That's a disservice, by the way. If you're still in school, make sure you take the time that's allotted to you to write your papers and go through the revisions process, because it really does help. I know. I don't care what it is you're writing or even doing. You could be painting. You can't ruin it. You really can't. There are so few things that you can ruin by doing something with. Just do it badly and then go back and clean it up later. We're often told that everything worth doing is worth doing well. And that, there is some logic to that. If you're going to do it, you should put the time and effort into it to get to the point where you can do it well. But really and truly, everything that is worth doing poorly. Because if it's worth doing, it's worth doing. And you're not going to be great at everything the first time you start. And, even old hat writers who have written 50, 60 books, they still revise. If you are taking your first draft of anything that you are doing and it is perfect and whole and everything comes to you in just the right way, in perfect chronological order, and you don't need any double checks, I don't believe you. I really don't. You are a very rare being and you shouldn't be watching this video, because the rest of us are fallible mortals, and we have grown up in a society that makes us fear failure. We fear being mocked. We fear upsetting some nebulous group of people who we don't even know. Stop. Just do it badly. You never have to show anyone your first draft. Never. Do you know how many times I record some of these videos? Like when I have time, I will make a crappy first draft of a video and then go back and re-record it later. That has happened. There are some videos that just, I was like, this is never going to see the light of day ever in my life, and just deleted the footage. And that's okay. Just try. Just start. Do it badly. The only way to learn how to do it well is to do it badly. This book doesn't feel like fantasy to me, probably because it's the author's first fantasy. And she'll grow into it. She'll get better at it as long as she continues to do it. She writes romance really well because she's done that before. If you're afraid of doing something badly, if you're afraid of being judged, like, you're never gonna do anything. You're never gonna get the book written. You're never gonna get the series out. You're never gonna paint the portrait that you want to paint. You're never gonna sew the wardrobe that you'd like to wear. You're never gonna be what you could be because you are stopping yourself. And you need to stop stopping yourself. Just do it badly. Just do it. Do it as a joke. So many things would be so much easier if we just did them as a little lighthearted, like, haha, it's a joke. I'm just doing it as, like, I'm doing it for the plot. Just do it. Really, that is the key. The master has failed more times than the student has ever tried. It's simple. You want to get good at art? Do it. Practice. You want to get better at writing? Do it. Practice. You want to write a modern supernatural mystery romance novel? Do it. Do it. Do it badly and then go back and make it better. And if you write something amazing or create something amazing on first try, great, fabulous. You're still going to edit that. So don't intimidate yourself. Don't stand in your own way. Just do the thing. Just write. Just paint. Just draw. And I know how frustrating it is to do a thing and feel like you should be better at it than you are. I know how hard that is. As a recovering people pleaser, please let me tell you that I have been where you stand. I'm still on the journey of being like, oh, okay, doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm doing it to fulfill myself. That's part of what this is. This YouTube channel is me taking the journey to do things that make my life worth living. Craft a life worth living. That's tagline. Haha. But if I waited to be good at anything before I did it, I wouldn't be good at anything. And that's the same with everybody. The talent is a myth. Talent is just the result of practice. The kid who has amazing art skills drew a lot because they liked to do it, and because they did it a lot, they got better. And yes, there are ways to get better intentionally, but you will get better naturally the more you do a thing. Write the book, paint the picture, draw the sketch, sew the clothes. Do it. Just do it. If you write 500 words a day, every day of the year, in a normal non-leap year, you will write 182,500 words. That's an epic fantasy, according to word count. Not all of those words are going to be good, but if you did 500 words a day, by the end of the year, you would have a novel. If you walked 1 mile every day, by the end of the year, you will have walked 365 miles. Do just a little bit. And if you do more, great, good on you. Set a low bar. Set a low bar. You do not have to be a high achiever. You do not have to make a perfect thing. When I'm creating clothing or a costume, I make a mock-up because I'm going to do it badly the first time. The first time I make anything, there's a learning curve. Once I've made it once or twice, boom, it comes easy. I have a couple of garments that I could make in my sleep because I've done them so often, but I wouldn't be so good at them if I didn't do them often. If I didn't make 10 pairs of the same thing in different fabrics, I wouldn't have 10 pairs of the same thing in different fabrics. I would have 1 or 2 and they wouldn't look as good because I have the weight of experience behind me. I just need you to start. I just need you to take 20 minutes a day, 500 words a day, take a few little walks a day. Take care of the soul within you that needs to get the story out, no matter how you're telling that story, whether you're writing, whether you're crafting, whether you're playing music, whatever it is that you're doing, do it. Do it badly. Do it for you. To hell with everyone else, because they don't matter when what you're doing is for you. They don't. You don't need to please anybody. You don't even need to please yourself. You just need to do the thing. I want to do the thing. Do the thing. Then you've done the thing. If you want to do the thing again, do the thing again. It is literally that simple. We do not have enough time on this earth to make it any more complicated than that. Just keep things simple, sweetie, and do it. Do it badly. Plan to do it badly. Put the bar low. And then when you leap over the bar, congrats, you've done amazing. Don't put the bar so high that you can't easily jump over it, because there are going to be days when you don't do that good. You've twisted your ankle and you can't jump that high. Plan it with a plan that you're going to go back. When I edit these videos, minimum 3 passes. Minimum. It is never just a one and done. Anything that I have made that is just like, ooh, I zoom through and I do, it's crap. And I know it's crap. And sometimes, the crap is good enough. And sometimes it isn't. A lot of the times I'm doing 5 or 6 passes, trying to challenge myself to raise my quality and get better at the thing that I'm doing, which is great, but then I get stressed about it, and that is not great. So this is me doing the minimum. This is me doing it badly. 3 passes on editing, no more, and I promise you, I'm going to be better for it. And I promise you, if you start doing things badly and then going back to fix them, you're probably going to be happier with your outcome of whatever it is you're doing. Just noodle around. Just have fun. If you're doing a thing for fun, it should be fun, not stress. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for being on this journey with me to craft a life worth living. I hope that you are doing what you need to do in order to make your life worth it, because I am working hard at making sure that I have contentment and joy and getting all of the creativity out in some way, shape, or form. Please make sure that you are hydrating. I don't care if you're drinking energy drinks or coffee. Please also have some water. Yes, it has a flavor. Put a different flavor in it so that it can be a flavor that you like. Please feed yourself and take your meds and do your basic self-care so that you can at least feel like a person. I promise that I am doing my best to take care of your friend. So please, please do your best to take care of mine. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week.